Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Fantasy for the Ages, the show where a father and son, who's not here today, get together and talk about fantasy, science fiction, and other nerdy things that we enjoy. This is a book blast episode today where I'm bringing to you a spoiler light a review of something I've read, this time Gill's All Fright Diner. If you enjoy this episode, I'll hope that you'll click that like button down below, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet, leave comments on what I've got to say here down in the comment box. I always reply. And look in the show notes for other ways that you can interact with Zach and I. We're on social media. We have a Discord server that you're invited to join. We even have a Patreon page if you'd be willing to support us and get some extra benefits out of it as too, such as some Patreon only episodes. Thanks for considering it, and thanks for watching. So let's talk about this book. It's really fun to read. Gill's All Fright Diner is not to be taken too seriously, but it is to be enjoyed. It's a short, standalone novel that focuses on a couple of friends, Duke and Earl, as they stop by a diner one night on the side of the road, just a place to eat. They're passing through, they don't live here, but they end up getting sucked into a job. You see, it appears the diner has been dealing with an infestation of sorts. A pest, some vermin. Okay, let's name it what it is. Zombies. Zombies keep coming by rather regularly. And Loretta, the owner of the diner, she's getting pretty tired of it. Fortunately, Duke and Earl aren't just a couple of randos. Turns out Duke is a vampire. And Earl, he's a werewolf. Dealing with issues like this is something they've been known to do before. They're not necessarily looking for work, but yeah, they'll help Loretta out. She's a nice enough lady. Shouldn't be that hard. Well, turns out it's a little more complicated than you think. Yeah, more complicated than just eliminating zombies and figuring out where they were coming from in the first place. As I was reading this book, I was just smiling and chuckling. This is not horror. I know, vampire, werewolf, zombies, doesn't matter. It's not scary in any way at all, and it's not intended to be. This is a comedy. And while I was not bursting out laughing, I was certainly humored. And I think most fantasy readers and even horror readers who recognize a bunch of these elements, you're going to feel the same way I did. With the book being under 300 pages, it's a low investment for something that might just tickle your funny bone. It's well written, it moves along quickly, and all in all, you likely won't be sorry if you give this book a try. Published in 2005 by Tor Books, this was the first published novel of the author, A. Lee Martinez. And its quality and the fun level has allowed him to go on to write many additional books. He's got 12 more out there already. Mostly it seems to be in the same quirky, fun style as this first book. I mean, it's got titles like In the Company of Ogres, Too Many Curses, and this one's great, Emperor Mollusk versus the Sinister Brain. I mean, you can't take any of these too seriously. I think I might enjoy hanging out with Martinez and his content a little more based on just these titles. His most recent book came out back in 2022, so not very long ago, and I did see online he has another one scheduled to drop next year. So his writing remains active. If you find that you enjoy this book and maybe explore some more, it's worth doing because he's still bringing them out. So there's much to entertain. That's what I have for you. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.